congratulations. How are you feeling? It's a big day today.
It is a big day, and I can't think of a better way to start off my historic day than being here with you guys.
Good answer. Really good answer.
Great answer, Derek.
Yeah.
This interview is already a success.
Mike May trains me up really well. He makes sure I say the right thing.
Here, say this.
Derek, before we look ahead, let's look back. Was there a day, was there a time where you thought, all right, this is going to happen?
I think ever since the day I got here. I mean, I think if you all of you have spent time with J.D. Wicker, and you hear how he talks with passion, how he talks with conviction, and how he's just willed this thing through. And there's so many people on this team that San Diego State has assembled that have just taken this and really this was their mission is to get this done. And I don't think I ever doubted this process. Until we got it signed, there's always the little bated breath on how long it's going to take. But I certainly never had a doubt that this was going to get done.
Derek, I'm a native San Diegan, so I was in Sdsu Stadium as a young kid going back to the late 60s, early 70s. What was your first recollection when you saw what the Aztecs were playing in?
I thought it was a game changer. I thought that my first recollection of what the idea and the mission was is this is something truly special. And I don't just mean the stadium. I mean the entire development. There's not often that you get to be a part of a project that's going to be so transformational for a city. I mean, you're talking about housing and affordable housing and business economic growth and educational opportunities, hotel, conference space, and then athletics as a hub and as a cornerstone to that. I just think it's a truly remarkable project that's going to continue to really reap rewards and benefits for the city of San Diego. And that's what kind of struck me the first time when this became on my radar and something that I thought about being a part of.
Derek, we're going to take a trip down memory lane a little bit of the stadium that the Aztecs will still be playing in for the next couple of years if we're lucky enough to get a season upcoming in the spring. But that cement, that stadium isn't going to be completely removed from that site, right? It's going to be there, remaining there in some way, shape, or form?
We're still working through the process of what the demo plan is going to be. But, yeah, so there's two pieces to that. One, we're certainly looking at how do we take and honor. There's so many memories that are built there. You just talked about it of families and people going to their first games and doing those things. So how do we commemorate that, and how do we use pieces and artifacts from that stadium to pay homage? And that's something we're working through with our team. I'm really excited about some of the ideas we have, and you'll see remnants of that. Of the stadium and those iconic moments and things like that throughout our stadium, but you also see it in the site. But even more than that, when we do demo Sdsu, we're going to use pieces of that. We're going to ground up that concrete and use that as fill to level the site, get it out of the floodplain, and do things like that. So we are repurposing the stadium in many different ways.
Can you get a priest or something to maybe sprinkle that repurposed stuff with some holy water, because you have so many great Aztec memories, so many great Padre memories, but there's still that Spanos thing attached to a little bit. So maybe a little exorcism before you do, just throwing stuff against the wall, see it sticks.
Yeah, well, maybe we can see if Mike May can get something online, maybe get registered to do that for us. I'm hoping that today, when we put shovel in dirt, that exercise is
all right. That'll work. Derek, literally, what happens after the ceremony is over today? We'll have it live beginning at 10 o'clock here on Xtra. It begins officially at 10:30, and GoAztecs.com. They're streaming it, so everybody who's at work and stuff, you can follow along. But, what literally is the next step?
We'll probably have people on site trying to usher everybody in, because our guys from Clark are ready to get going.
Okay.
No, we will we'll start looking at relocating the utilities, digging a new joint trench. We've got to get the utilities out of the way that are in the site of the stadium. So we'll start doing that. You'll start to see the demo of the parking lot happening, clearing asphalt, clearing curbs and parking lots, things, lights. things of that nature. You'll start to see the laydown area and the construction trailers start to roll in over the next 30 to 60 days. We get down to September and October, you'll start to see us starting to excavate the dirt in the footprint of the stadium site. And as we get into November and December, you'll start to see cranes show up, and we'll start to do some stone columns, some ground improvements there. And then the bowl really will start. You'll start pouring foundations in December, and then you get to the turn of the year, get through, into the spring, you'll start to see some vertical pieces start to come out of the dirt.
So, Derek, December 25th, I turned 40. It's a big birthday. I'm still looking for something to do. So, will there be a stadium for me to go visit? When you say the bowl in December, how much of a stadium am I actually looking at December 25th, 2020?
December 25th, are you talking about an Aztec Stadium, the new stadium?
Correct.
I think the new stadium, you'll probably see some foundations being poured. You'll start to see a footprint of it in the dirt as excavated. You're not going to see anything majorly as far as the seating bowl being poured. I think that's going to start sometime at the turn of the year. But you'll start to see what's going to start to look familiar in some of the pieces that you're going to that you'll recognize as stadium components as you start to go through that.
So maybe we just don our hard hats. Derek takes us down there. Mm-hmm. You blow out a cupcake with a little candle in it.
Sure.
That's pretty cool.
You throw me some passes on the foundation.
Why not? Why not?
I like that.
You run into a bunch of rebar and you impale yourself. But what the hell? We're down there. Who cares?
I live the good life.
Hey, DG, are you speaking today during the ceremony?
There's people that everybody's more interested in listening to than me talk today. I am planning on going up there in my car and with family and watching it and kind of taking it in and listen as everybody gives their comments. And this has been a 3-year long deal for a lot of people who've put a lot of energy and effort into it, and rightfully so. It's kind of the close of that piece and the start of something as we start the construction. So really interested to see their comments. I told JD the other day, you just ought to just drop the mic and walk off the stage.
So Derek, final one from me. How confident are you? And perhaps you can. I know that there are things that can happen construction site-wise, whether it's rain or otherwise, but how confident are you as of now that we are where we are today of being perfectly on time for the September 2022 opening of the stadium?
Guys, y'all have heard me say it before. It's an extremely, extremely aggressive schedule, and for every week, every day that we've lost, it's certainly impacted us, and we're getting a much later start than we really hoped or were planning. But we have a team, and we're dedicated to the fall of 2022, and we're going to do everything within our power and our resources to get to that September 3rd date. We're evaluating that with our incredible partners with Clark and our many subcontractors to look at opportunities for acceleration. I mean, not only the delay in getting started, COVID has certainly been an impact to us, and we're still working through that. But I'm confident that we'll have a plan in play. We have a plan in place. We'll be playing in fall 2022, and we're going to work as hard as we can and do everything in our power to get us there September 3rd for that initial kickoff. So we're still working through what that exact timeline is and what levers we can pull for that acceleration. But certainly, like I said, many a times we're aggressive, we're ambitious, and that's what we're going to do, and that's who we are, and we're going to make this happen.
It really has been the ultimate team collaboration, and I know we speak on behalf of all of us on this show. We're glad you're part of the team, Derek. Congratulations, man. It's going to be awesome.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Derek Grice, Associate Athletic Director.